Hi, I'm Battalion Chief Alex Paul, and you're watching Report on Conditions.
On this episode, we take you to a second alarm commercial structure fire at a strip mall in Jurupa Valley. Also, we spent some time with a San Jacinto firefighter who showed us their favorite tool.
Engine 1 with report on conditions.
Hello, and welcome to your weekly report on conditions. I'm Karina Espinosa. We're starting in Los Angeles County, where your CAL FIRE Riverside County firefighters are hard at work assisting in the wildfires.
You know, you're coming into it and you're just seeing homes on fire and thinking about these people just lost everything. And then you got to put that aside and remember why we're there and go to work.
When we arrived on scene, fire all around us, heavy high winds all around us, trying to make a stand somewhere. The feeling that I got while we were trying to make a stance on this fire was overwhelming and sad, and I just wanted to be able to make a difference. And at one point we just said, if we can save these 3 houses, let's do it.
I think we saved these 3 houses. Hopefully, we'll see. That's what we've been working on all night. Say hi, Keenan.
And that was our goal on the first night.
It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. We got our assignment and got out and just crazy 70, 80 miles an hour wind, houses burning everywhere, ember casts going everywhere. We just engaged.
All the different sounds driving through, all the propane tanks and cars and whatever else everyone had as we're driving through these seemed like an inferno. Keeping your head on a swivel, power lines coming down, trees coming down all around you. Some of the reiterates the basics we were taught years ago when you went through a basic fire academy and truly how to survive in the hellstorm that was happening.
Now, we found probably 15 different wedding rings on different people's houses. So throughout the day, we've met with several residents that have lost homes in the area, and we couldn't stress enough that we were there to help, whether it was a hug or helping them load one of their safes into their car or anything they needed. We found a pocket watch for a gentleman that was from his great-great-grandfather from the 1800s, and that gentleman specifically was a loss of words. Ended up kind of closer to the mountain ranges, and I found 8 horses and 2 goats. And I'm a cowboy. I grew up as a cowboy, and so I've always had horses. And these horses were just let out in a pen with they hadn't drank in 2 days. And so we spent the better part of 2 hours like finding buckets, because I don't know how long it's going to be until they were going to be able to return. I walked up to this horse and he put his head like right down by my legs, and I kind of felt like it was like, thank God you're here. That was a big one for my crew.
I'm gonna be right back.
And I just remember thinking like, I got you, buddy.
Last week, from January 6th through January 12th, the department responded to a total of 4,636 calls for service. This included 3,293 medical emergencies and 185 fire-related calls. Here's a few incidents from that time period. During the early morning hours of Wednesday, January 8th, firefighters were called for a reported outside fire with 2 individuals trapped at the 47,000 block of Tyler Street in the city of Coachella. The first arriving firefighters reported a 100 by 200 foot spot fire with palm trees involved and multiple structures at risk. Fire crews also confirmed 2 individuals that were trapped, rescued, and then assessed on scene with no reported injuries. Over time, the fire was contained to about 15 acres with 2 structures destroyed and damage to several nearby vehicles. The American Red Cross was contacted for a total of 9 displaced residents. 1 firefighter sustained minor injuries and was transported to a local area hospital for evaluation. No additional injuries were reported. On Friday, January 10th, firefighters were dispatched to a second alarm commercial structure fire at the 5000 block of Mission Boulevard in Jurupa Valley.
So firefighters arrived on scene and encountered heavy smoke and fire conditions.
The first arriving company officer reported a single-story commercial structure with heavy black smoke coming from the exterior.
The building was well fortified and difficult to get into, with lots of high-piled storage of clothing and shoes.
With time, firefighters contained the fire to its area of origin with minor extension into the strip mall. Resources remained on scene for an extended period of time, performing overhaul. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. On the morning of Wednesday, January 8th, firefighters were called for multiple reports of a vegetation fire at the intersection of Scouts Lane and Howard Road in Anza. The first arriving engine reported approximately 1 acre of vegetation burning at a moderate rate of spread. With diligent work from firefighters, the forward rate of spread was stopped and contained to just under 12 acres. Resources remained on scene for mop-up.
My name is Fire Captain Joey De La Rosa from Fire Station 25. My favorite tool is the pressurized water extinguisher, what we call the CAN. This is my favorite tool because it's portable and efficient to fight many different types of fires. This tool gives us quick access to pressurized water to keep the fire from growing any larger.
Wood smoke is the other secondhand smoke. Pledge to check before you burn. Sign up at airalerts.org.
That's all for this week's Report on Conditions. Follow your firefighters in action on our social media at Cal Fire RRU and stay up to date on incidents happening countywide. If you caught any great footage of our firefighters at work or out in the community, send them to us at rrupio@fire.ca.gov. On behalf of your Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau, I'm Karina Espinosa. Thanks for watching.